Let's begin with an update on the scandal surrounding Mike Pompeo, Secretary of State and bad guy coach in every sports movie. We learned this week that Pompeo asked President Trump to fire an inspector general who was investigating him for improper arms deals and for using government employees to run personal errands. And now it turns out the IG may have also been looking into lavish dinners that Pompeo was throwing on the taxpayer dime. Now, Pompeo says that these were dinners to discuss foreign policy. The only issue with that story is that the invite list included people like Reba McEntire, NASCAR driver Dale Earnhardt Jr., Fox News hosts, and the CEO of Chick-fil-A. So I mean, it sounds more like Pompeo was using the State Department like his own personal Make-A-Wish foundation. I want Reba McEntire to sing while I eat a chicken sandwich, and I want to drive a race car, for foreign policy purposes, of course. Like, I'm sorry, but how is the CEO of Chick-fil-A gonna help America's foreign policy? Well, what if we took the peace deal with the Taliban and added pickles? I'm sorry, is every idea that you have just to add pickles to things? Well, we could also add waffle fries. Now, of course, one scandal at a time is never enough for this administration. So this morning, Donald J. Trump went on Twitter to stir up some more chaos.
President Donald Trump now threatening to withhold federal election money from the state of Nevada. In a tweet, the president said plans to hold the upcoming primary election by all mail-in ballot here in Nevada are illegal and set up the possibility for voter fraud. The president sent a similar tweet about Michigan this morning.
Tweeting, quote, Michigan sends absentee ballots to 7.7 million people ahead of primaries in the general election. This was done illegally and without authorization by a rogue Secretary of State. I will ask to hold up funding to Michigan if they want to go down this voter fraud path.
Whew! There are two surefire ways to piss Donald Trump off: showing him that shirtless photo of Obama and giving people access to mail-in votes. I guess in Trump's mind, voting should be like your wife smiling at you. Once a year, in public, and never at home. And by the way, Michigan isn't sending out ballots. They're sending out mail-in ballot applications, just like a bunch of Republican states are also doing. So clearly Trump is just looking for an excuse to avoid losing. As the election gets closer, Trump is gonna get crazier. He's gonna start sounding like one of those second graders playing sports. The results from Wisconsin don't count. I didn't say I was ready. Didn't say I was ready. Okay, I'm ready now. Florida, I win. But political scandals aside, the big news is still the coronavirus pandemic. And today, the country has hit a new milestone with all 50 states at least partially reopened for business. Now, most states are taking things slow, because reopening is like dating. You have to start slow with coffee, and then maybe a meal, and then once you're sure there's no disease, then you go all the way. And while this is exciting, it's also a little troubling, because 17 states are still showing a steady increase in new coronavirus cases. Now, hopefully that's not going to be a bad thing. What is bad is that at least one state where the data was showing improvement may have actually been fudging their numbers.
Meanwhile, in Georgia, the State Department of Public Health posted a misleading chart on its webpage. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution says the chart made it look like the number of confirmed cases was dropping steadily, but it did not list the dates in order or keep counties in the same position each day. It's since been removed, and the department told the Journal-Constitution the chart was wrong because of an error in data sorting.
Okay, guys, this is messed up. Georgia is accused of basically face-tuning its coronavirus numbers to justify ending their lockdowns earlier. Now, in Georgia's defense, it may not be their fault that they had the dates out of order. It's hard to keep track in quarantine. Like, I thought yesterday was Friday and tomorrow was meatball, which of course is ridiculous. Meatball isn't for 2 more days. But take it from me, Georgia. Cheating only hurts you in the long run. Yeah. When I was in school, I forged straight A's on my biology report card instead of studying. And to this day, I still don't know where my labia is. But if there's any other governors who are inspired by Georgia, well, the team at Microsoft might have the answer for you.
Are you a state governor tired of manipulating your corona cases? Introducing Microsoft Excel Coronavirus Edition. No matter what raw data you enter, it will show a flattening curve that will justify your decision to reopen Buffalo Wild Wings. 500 new cases, flattening curve. 10,000 new cases, flattening curve. You're in the hospital right now? Not according to this chart. So upgrade to our Corona edition now. Data doesn't lie, but now you can. Also available for schools and the NFL.
Well, that's our show for tonight, but before we go, the COVID pandemic has taken a serious toll on many people's mental health. And here in the United States, the Disaster Distress Helpline is trying to address this crisis. They've got counselors who are trained to meet the mental health needs of this unique situation. And if you're able to and you'd like to help, then please donate whatever you can. No amount is too small. And if you'd like to support New Yorkers in crisis, then you can donate to NYC Well, which is also providing free, confidential mental health support. Until tomorrow, stay safe out there, wash your hands, and remember, headaches are a symptom of coronavirus, but they're also a symptom of watching Netflix for 20 hours straight. So you're probably fine.